Hi guys, welcome back to Jano's Crown. Thank you a million times for logging in. I really appreciate and I don't take it for granted. Okay, if this is your first time, you welcome. And guess what? I bet you're going to love every bit on this channel. Okay, so don't touch that dial. Stay put and enjoy the juicy content on this channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do hit that red button, subscribe, so that every time I'm going to do a new video, definitely you're going to be notified. Okay, so without much ado, let us head to today's video, guys. Yes. So in today's video, guys, let us just discuss about being a woman after God's own heart. I've done in my video before and I've just mentioned that having a personal relationship with God is the best thing that can ever happen to you. Okay, and when you become a parent, like personally, I've had a personal relationship with God since I was a small girl. I've enjoyed this journey over the years. I've just seen the beauty. I've seen just the beauty of you trusting in God to move you from one step to another. Okay, as a smart lady that you are, you're supposed to be having a personal relationship with God. Okay, be this woman who will always fight your battles on your knees. Okay, during your most difficult time. Okay, you go to your knees. During your happiest time in your life, you still go to your knees just to tell the Almighty God thank you. Okay, so as you're having this personal relationship with God that is always nurtured, you just nurture, you are praying, you are reading these spiritual books, also be knowledgeable. Okay, so be a woman after God's own word. Listen to his word, listen to his music. I can say music, but you see, at the end of it all, listen to the gospel music, listen to the music that subscribe to the religion that you believe in. Okay, go out there and just listen to testimonies that are just encouraging. But above all, also as a person, just know your environment. There are just these few tips that you are also supposed to ensure you keep at par with them, so that you just don't look like a green. Ignorance has no defense in a court of law. Okay, you must be knowledgeable. When you tell somebody that I didn't know, it just doesn't sound good. Okay, so some of the tips that you as a woman after God's own heart, you have to follow, you have to do, just to ensure that you are at par with your environment, are learn from your mistakes. Yes, you can never justify when you do a mistake the first time, you don't repeat it the second time. Yeah, it is not cool, it is not good doing the same mistake over and over again. No, make the mistake the first time, but the second time, once beaten, twice shy. Okay, learn from what made you to do that mistake, and the second time, be smart, do not repeat the same mistake. Okay, so ensure you don't repeat the same mistake. Once you've done something and it just went wrong, be cautious of the steps that you are taking, so that they don't lead you again to the same mistake that you had made. Read a book. Yes, decide, are you going to do an ebook, are you going to do a audio book, are you going to read a physical book? But ensure you are reading. Ensure reading gives you knowledge. Knowledge is power. Okay, you can never defend yourself when you don't know something and you just say that I didn't know, it just doesn't sound good. Okay, so go out there, get your best book, be it an ebook, be it a hard copy book, be it an audio book that will just be reading, but just ensure you are reading something. Read a magazine, read something that will just impart you with the knowledge, so that you know what is happening around you, you know what is, yeah, you will have this knowledge. I can go as far as mentioning 101 reasons why you should read a book, but definitely the first and the most important thing is knowledge is power. Where do we get this knowledge? Definitely we have to read from somewhere. So get that book, and you know what? Go and read, mama. Okay? Listen and watch empowering information. Okay? We only become products of what we watch, what we listen to, what we hear, okay, and also what we come across as we just interact with people in our lives. Okay, so the moment you take your time, be it 30 minutes every day, maybe, or within a week, to just look at self improvement information, you just look at the way you can keep healthy. Simple exercises, for example, for a busy mom, for example, what you can do just to keep yourself fit. You listen to empowering information on just personal, how to grow yourself spiritually. Yes, you take your time to just listen to testimonies from people. Sometimes, you see, when you have small children, I don't know, but personally I have experienced, you realize that you have very limited time on your hands. Sometimes you don't even have time to just like go around and network, for example, with your friends, all this. But when you have time, for example, you just sit down to go on any app online, look for these empowering people now are sharing, people are just coming out to encourage others. Okay, so take your time to listen to this empowering information, take your time to just listen to this nourishing music, take your time to just watch this encouraging documentary, and you know what, things will never be the same again. Even if, for example, you're just going through a hard time, you'll come to realize that, hey, at least if I come through this is how I'm supposed to handle it. Okay, so take your time as you go through your phone, as you just watch your TV. Have something specifically that is going to be empowering to you, that is just going to build your capacity. Okay, so that if at a given time, maybe in your life you're going through a similar situation, maybe somebody in your life is going through a similar situation, you will know how to approach it, you will know how to go about it. Okay, so take your time to listen, take your time to watch, take your time to read empowering, encouraging, personal development information. Okay, be somebody who plans before you do anything. Okay, have your personal planner. Get this, there are so many samples that you can just use to plan yourself. You want to do something, do not just wake up and start doing it haphazardly. No, take your time, plan, ask yourself, this journey, these steps that I'm taking, what will they cost me? I remember just learning about, you assess the pros and cons. When you realize that the pros are too much, then you are for the idea. When you just realize that, hey, the cons, those things that are against anything that you want to do are too much, then you have to think twice. So ensure you are somebody who is always planning yourself. Plan your day, plan your week, plan your month. Okay, so that anything else that has just to fit into your plan. You don't fit into other people's plan. You plan yourself so that anything, anybody has to fit into your plan. Okay, and when you are planning, you are able to look at various factors. Do you have time? How will it cost you? Are you able to do it? Is it too much for you? You look at various factors that are going to just ensure that you achieve whatever you are planning. Okay, so make sure as a person you always plan before doing anything. Do not just jump on making rushy decision. Do not just start doing something, then midway you realize I made a very, very big mistake. No, ensure you plan yourself. Failing to plan is planning to fail. Do not fail because you didn't plan. Okay, and then another thing that we take it for granted, but as a woman, you will always go out there and buy things for your family. You will buy things for yourself to use. Ensure one of the best habits that you adapt is just looking at labels before you buy something. Look at the expiry date. Do not buy things, you come with them, then you just realize you have 1 or 2 months before they expire. Definitely they are not going to assist you. Okay, so make sure that before you buy anything, look at when was it manufactured, when is it going to expire. Be concerned about the health of your family, the health of your loved one, and even the health of yourself as a person. Okay, and for you to achieve this, ensure that when you are going to buy anything, look at the expiry date. It is very important. Okay, sometimes you can just go to the supermarket maybe to buy bread. You get that you out of being in a hurry, not taking your time to just look at the labels. You buy something that is expiring tomorrow. You've bought it today with the intention of I will use this tomorrow with my family and whatever. Then you just realize the following day whatever you bought is expiring. You rush to the supermarket, you buy milk. Coming home, you just realize it is expired. Yes, you go to an extent, you are buying makeup for yourself. Then you just realize I've got 1 or 2 months to use this makeup. So it means it is going to expire even before I finish it. Okay, so embrace this habit as a smart woman, as a woman after God's own heart. Ensure when you go to buy anything, look at the label. Ensure you are buying something that you know when was it manufactured and when is it going to expire. Okay, be that cautious before you spend a coin on anything. As you are busy just taking care of everybody around you, your loved ones and everybody, make sure you are eating healthy as a person and you are exercising. As a parent, as a mom with small kids, sometimes it is just challenging to get that minute to exercise. It is challenging to just get a minute. Maybe sometimes you can eat your meals past the required time. You can find yourself that you are doing something and just time passed, you are not able to just pick the right meal that you're supposed to do. So ensure that at whichever time you're just getting something to keep yourself healthy. Okay, you will only be able to serve your loved ones, you will only be able to attend to anything that you're doing when you are healthy. So take good care of yourself. Drink water. Eat food that you know very well it is going to keep you healthy. Okay, do not forgo any meal. Try as much as possible. Get something to eat. Exercise. Walk around. Do ABCD. Ensure you are exercising just to keep yourself fit. Okay, and then take time to journal. Yes, take time to just write things that happen in your life. No matter how busy it can get, it will not be that busy that you cannot just sit down to reflect on what has happened yesterday to you, happened in your life maybe a couple of months ago. So for you to be at par and just be in a position, you just look back and you're like, oh my, I was able to go through this. Have a habit of just noting down. This habit, we call it journaling. Write about your best moments. Also, write about your worst moment. Also, write about, the times that you just thought that this was the end of something, then somebody came through, and that was your guardian angel. Okay, so be a woman who just notes down. You can't note in your head because we are human and we tend to forget. Okay, so write it down. Have a small notebook where you just write your me information about you, what is happening in your life. When you sit down and just go through, you will learn a lot, okay? Because you will be able to know, how was I able to handle this situation? Wow, this was so close. How did I make it? And again, your wow moments, you're like, wow, I pat myself on the shoulders. How did I do this? Okay, so take your time and note down everything that is happening to your life. It is very important and it is also very nourishing. Okay, listen to your inner self. Usually, sometimes we don't listen, but there is that voice. You might want to do something, and then you just hear at the back of your mind, you have something that is just telling you, don't do this. You have that voice that is insisting on you, maybe about somebody. This person is not good. Trust your guards. Trust that inner voice that is talking to you, that this person is not a good person, because usually you are just right. Okay, and do not take it for granted. Do not say that I'll just go through this. No, listen to that inner voice. That inner voice, that is the voice of God talking to you. Okay, so in everything that you do, always make it, you do it with your whole heart. Okay, you do it with your whole heart, and when you just realize you just have this push and pull within you about something, sit back and wait. Do not make rushy decisions. Okay, because you just realize that that inner voice that is talking to you, when something goes wrong, you always tell yourself, by the way, I was just having this feeling, it is not. Yeah, listen to that inner voice. Listen to that small voice, that feeling that you normally just have towards somebody, towards something. It just tells you, maybe this person is not a good person. Yeah, you are right. That person is not a good person. Maybe it is just something that you want to pursue. Then, you have this feeling, it is like, I have a feeling it is not going to work. Definitely it is not going to work. Okay, the small voice that is talking to you is the voice of God. Listen to it. Do not go and start regretting, why did I do this? No, listen to your inner voice. Listen to that small voice, because always it is the voice of God talking to you. Yes. Also, another thing that you just know, that as a woman of God, do not make rash decisions. Before you decide on doing anything, before you decide on, maybe for example, just getting involved in a certain project, always read about it. Always get as much information as you can about something before you decide to make a decision. Okay, be slow to talk, but be keen at listening. Be keen at just, reading and getting as much information as possible, so that as you are making a decision about something, as you are deciding about somebody, you are deciding from an informed point of view. You've got all the information with you, so you are deciding because this is right. You are saying yes because it is right. You are saying no because this is not right. Okay, do not make any rash decision simply because maybe somebody is pushing you to do something. No, always make sure you make the right decision from an informed point of view. Everything that you do, one thing that you have to know: a flower in a garden, will not compete with other flowers to shine, to be the best. No. A good flower, a beautiful flower will simply bloom. And anybody out there will know this flower is beautiful. Okay, so my parting shot to you today is be that beautiful flower in the garden. Okay, be that beautiful flower in the garden and just bloom, and the world will know this is the woman of God. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my video. I believe you have learned 1, 2, 3, and you know what, let us engage. Okay, share how you are just building yourself, nourishing yourself as a woman of God. In everything that you do, make sure you are a woman after God's own heart, and may your generation be blessed. It can only be blessed when you as a person, you start by example. Okay, so be blessed. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, what do we say on this channel? Blessings.